Welcome to Personal Self-Mastery. I am your host and empowerment coach, Pamela French, and I'm so delighted that you're here to explore what personal self-mastery means to you, how it could apply to your life, and what kind of results you could get. This group coaching program is intended for a small group of people who know that they are ready to lean into the edge of their comfort zone, become familiar with things that have been very unfamiliar to them until now, to live in that space of being brave and courageous with kindness and self-compassion, failing forward, if you will, allowing ourselves to explore the limits of our human potential and then to go beyond those limits. I invite you to explore the ways in which this group coaching program has been designed. It is shadow work at its finest, and you will probably experience the full spectrum of emotions as we go through the empowerment code and the pillars of presence, play, and pleasure to discover our relationship to each of them, practice growing and deepening that relationship and using it to fuel our true source of power and to live from that source. Another key piece of this program is accountability. Accountability helps us to up our level of integrity, and integrity is what makes everything in life work. Integrity is doing what you said you will do and honoring your word. That's not discipline. That's not going to work because you said you would go to work even though you're super sick. It's recognizing what your commitment is and honoring that word. It's being able to see the bigger picture and what your contribution is to it. Having your word have force and momentum in the world. You will get to try on and experiment and provide peer support and receive it as well in the doing of these activities and exercises to discover more of your own true source of power and live from that place. What is personal self-mastery and why would you need it anyways? When I think of myself as mastering self, I don't think of someone who is dominating over myself, who's rejecting any part of myself. No, a master is someone who sees the whole and can care for, nurture, guide, facilitate oneself. Who do you admire for how they conducted themselves, for who they were being when they did the things that they did that may have gotten some level of recognition? So why would you need personal self-mastery in your life? Well, think about 5 years ago, 10 years ago. Who were you? What was important to you? What were you doing? Who were you surrounded by? What were your hopes and dreams for the future? And now bring yourself to today. Is your life different? Do you still have some of those hopes and dreams? Have some of them been realized? Are the same people in your sphere? Do they grow and challenge and support you in ways that you want to grow and be challenged and supported? If you think 5, 10 years out, do you feel well resourced to get to where you want to be going? Self-mastery is about driving the car of your life, knowing that you have a choice in the matter at all times. It's about learning the game of life so that you can play it at more and more advanced level. It doesn't make you better. It doesn't make you right. It doesn't make you more of anything really, except for perhaps more fully self-expressed. Mastery is about driving. It's about leading yourself, creating and generating that which is unique to your heart and your soul and your purpose, why you came here, this moment in time with everything that's happening. So much happening in the world that it's so easy to feel powerless, to feel like there are so many controlling forces dictating what we can and cannot do. And yes, they exist. And I'm telling you, there also exists a form of self-mastery where you are at choice and you get to choose how you want to feel, what your ways of being will be in the world. We start on Tuesday, February 22nd. Live group coaching classes will be from 7 to 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Zoom, and they will be recorded in case you can't make it live. And we will finish with a celebration party all about pleasure and play on Friday, April 29th. This group coaching program will support your mastery with great momentum and challenge you in ways you have not yet been challenged through the following ways. We'll have 8 live group coaching classes. There will be a downloadable workbook for you to work throughout our time together. I like to call it play work instead of homework because I do have a playful spirit. There will be accountability partners and play work in between our sessions to keep you connected. There will also be access to additional spark coaching from myself via WhatsApp. I am a fire girl, and so I call it spark coaching because if you can leave me a voice message that's 2 or 3 minutes long and tell me what's happening in your world, I will return it with a voice message. And let me tell you, we will light a fire to either burn or destroy whatever is happening for you. And last but not least, there will be a private Facebook group with all of us included so that we can provide even more support and resources to each other as we move along together in our journey of discovering personal self-mastery. Have a read below. And if you feel the call, now is your time. Because if not you, then who? And if not now, then when?